They say that there's no such thing as a free lunch, and there's no place where it holds more true than in mobile games. Even those Android games that call themselves free eventually turn out to have irritating ads locked behind in-app purchases. Finding games on Google Play that have no ads or microtransactions can be very hard. This is why we've compiled a list of the best Android games that are ad-free and don't have any in-game purchases. The Frost Rune. Point-and-click adventure games were once a quite popular genre of gaming. In this game, you explore a sprawling 2D environment interacting with the world and solving puzzles. The focus is less on combat and more on the adventure as a whole, giving this genre a more relaxed pace rarely found in modern RPG titles. The rise of the indie game scene has however sparked new life into this dying genre, and while the bulk of these titles are for the PC, there are some great releases targeting mobile devices as well. Frost Rune is a gorgeous point-and-click adventure with a fascinating story and mysteries galore. Taking inspiration from Norse mythology, Frost Rune builds a world that is riveting and foreboding all at the same time. It's a must-play for anybody who grew up playing games like Myst and wants to revisit that particular nostalgia trip. Datawing. 2D racing games have long been a staple of arcades. With their simple mechanics and intuitive touch controls, these games are easy to get into and fun to play. Datawing is a graphically simple recreation of this winning formula, but what it lacks in visual detail it makes up for in storytelling and gameplay. That's not to say that the graphics are poor. In fact, the visual design comes together wonderfully, with a thumping EDM soundtrack to create a very engaging gaming experience. The difficulty level rises over time, though the game remains easy to pick up for basically anyone. And at the low cost of free, there's no reason not to try it out. Ultraflow. Puzzle games are another staple of arcade gaming, and if we're talking about puzzles, it would be remiss not to mention Ultraflow. Like Datawing, Ultraflow is a concentrated version of its genre. The visuals are clear and easy to read, with seemingly simple puzzles that'll have you aiming for a perfect shot for hours. The minimalist visuals aren't compromised by any ads or in-game purchases, giving you a pure gameplay experience that's sure to keep you glued to your phone. And with Ultraflow 2 out, there's never been a better time to get into the series. Unciv. Anyone who has ever played a Civilization title on their computer knows just how gripping and addictive these one more turn games can be. The granddaddy of 4X strategy games, Civilization is a timeless classic that remains a favorite of many players today. Unfortunately, the game isn't exactly available on smartphones, at least not officially. But thanks to the efforts of the Civ fan community, you can play a form of Civ on your Android phone as well. Unciv is an open source reconstruction of Civilization 5, recreating the game's deep mechanics and strategic variety in a simpler visual presentation. While not an official port, it nevertheless manages to remain true to the game, giving you the quintessential Civ experience for free right now on your mobile. Underhand. Card games like Magic the Gathering have a long history. Gamers have always loved collecting rare cards, building their own unique decks, and then using them to destroy their opponents with overkill moves. Thanks to mobile gaming, it's become easier than ever to get into this genre of gaming. Underhand is a completely free-to-play deck builder with an interesting premise. You are the leader of a Lovecraftian cult, aiming to summon the Ancient One. No, I'm not kidding. Cthulhu cultists aside, Underhand is a fun and surprisingly deep card game with a great variety of cards on offer. Plus, with no annoying pop-ups to break your immersion, be prepared to lose entire nights in your pursuit of the perfect deck. For 5 more ad-free Android game suggestions, check out the article linked below. See you next time.